Hello everybody, I'm day weather meteorologist Don Day with your Public Lands Council weekly weather update for this May 10th, 2025. Brought to you by WSR Insurance Services Incorporated and also brought to you by Ag Risk Advisors. Well, over the last week, we finally did get much needed precipitation to fall, especially in Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, parts of Kansas, parts of Arizona, parts of southern Nevada and Utah, and into some areas of Nebraska and Wyoming. Now, areas that I just mentioned need more, especially across parts of Wyoming, Nebraska, and areas of the northern plains, but it was the best moisture that we've had this spring in some areas. Big warm-up is going to commence this weekend and into early next week. This warming trend, part of a big high-pressure ridge that will bring a good period of warm, almost summer-like weather, as you'll see here in a moment, before we see two systems, one by the middle of next week and another one by next weekend, that will bring cooler weather our way and perhaps another opportunity for precipitation in some of the areas that need it and some areas that have already gotten wet. Now, here in the past week, you can see that really beneficial moisture that fell right here. There's some areas that got between 1 to over 4 inches of rain, mountain snow, nice moisture up here in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, although they need a lot more. Another wet period of weather in Montana, northern Wyoming, and western South Dakota, and there's more coming. And there you can see the Great Basin from Las Vegas to parts of Arizona and into southwestern Utah around St. George. Some good moisture there. So nice to see that early May moisture. Dry here in the northern plains in this area, at least here for a little bit longer, will keep the dryness. Now, when we take a look at temperatures over the last week, the coolness matches up very well with where the heavier precipitation has fallen across the south, warmer to the north relative to the 30-year average. When we take a look at what's going to happen, first of all, we've got a big warm up in the west this weekend. High pressure, as you can see there over the Great Basin, will pull desert air from the southwestern United States, pushing it into the northern plains, the central Rockies. Look at these temperatures this weekend. These are the forecasted highs. You can see the 80s and 90s up here in Montana and the Dakotas. Very warm conditions here. 100-degree temperatures, which is typical for this time of year, beginning to show up in the desert southwest. Hot in the Snake River Valley there of Idaho. By Sunday, even warmer in this part of the country here. Now, this warm-up then, though, will be replaced by a cool-down, with this area of low pressure entering the Pacific Northwest by Monday, swinging through by Wednesday, then another storm system arrives by the weekend. So, despite the warmer summer-like weather for 4 to 5 days, cooler unsettled weather and possibly wet weather, we could see significant rain and snow in this area right here around let's say between Tuesday and Thursday of next week, while it will be drier here across the southern Rockies, the southern plains, and the desert southwest. With that second system coming through, it'll be cold. So, yeah, we'll have more snows again in the mountains of northern and western Wyoming, Colorado, into southwest Montana, even into the mountains of Oregon and into the Sierra Nevada. So there's going to be some fluctuations, some ups and downs that you get this time of year. Our next weekly update will be the 17th. Have a good week ahead.